दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है वाल्मीकि फ्रॉम कोलकाता, मॉडल कार कलेक्टर एंड अ कार एंथुसियास्ट। और आप लोग देख सकते हैं कि आज मैं अपने स्टूडियो में नहीं हूँ, बल्कि एक बहुत ही खास जगह पर हूँ। और मेरे साथ आज है दो कलेक्टर, फिर भी मैं एक कलेक्टर को अपने सामने ला रहा हूँ। सो प्लीज वेलकम एंड अ बिग राउंड अप फॉर रियान दत्तो फ्रॉम कोलकाता। सो प्लीज रियान, कम इन। So this is Rian, as I'm a collector from Kolkata, and he is also a Kolkata best collector, but he has a great fame, not only in Kolkata but also I should say worldwide, right? Yeah.
No, not like that. A few people don't know me.
So, welcome Rian to this video.
Thank you so much for having me.
And as I'm shooting this video, I'm a bit fumbling. Because as you can see, his whole collection, it's just enormous, and you can see innumerable cars, and as a car lover I am literally shocked to see so many cars in just one place. So I just ask you the first question, that how did you start your collection and what's your inspiration?
So my father is an artist, and he always had a special eye for something that can be collectible, like as an art memorabilia. And he used to collect all these imaginary Hot Wheels which had a very funky designs. So I picked my hobby from him, and then with a little bit of research I got to know about Le Mans and cars that are fast, that can go up to 8,000 rpm and can race out there in the tracks. I think I'm a fanatics for them. And my major collection also is inspired from Le Mans and cars that are out there breaking the speed records and everything.
Okay, so you started your collection with Hot Wheels.
Yes, just like everybody, it started from Hot Wheels.
Yeah, like Hot Wheels, you have started your collection, and gradually you started collecting Mini GT, Schuko, Koshio, and all the other brands we can see right here, right?
Yes.
So nowadays, currently, what's your favorite brand?
It's a very difficult question, because now there are so many brands and everyone are making cars with so much of minute details. They would go that extra mile to put out the small license chip, the small logos, everything. I mean, such a small car with a wooden gearbox is something you would not look out. But then if a company is going that extra mile, then as car lovers we would take it with our two hands open. So it's very hard to tell, but then for every section of diecast I would say one brand would definitely come out. Like for old vintage Japanese cars, the JDM market, I think Tomica Limited Vintage is the best out there, with very minute details, with working suspensions. When it comes to Le Mans cars, race cars, or Formula 1 cars, I think Kyosho has done the best job, though they don't make a lot of 64 scale cars these days, but still I think till today's date they have made the best ones out there. When it comes to the rally cars or some special off-roaders, I think Tarmac is doing absolutely fantastic, especially with the Hilux. I'm just out of words when they launched the Hilux, and it has such accuracy. Even the mud flaps are there with Hilux written on it. So Mini GT is also doing fabulously well when it comes to economical cars. So I think all the brands out there are doing great. So it's very hard to choose one.
Okay, definitely it's very hard to choose one across all the diecast companies.
Correct.
That are making diecast cars right now for the collectors across the world, not only India but across the world. But what scale do you use in general?
So I usually go for very small cars, and I always go for details. The scale I collect is 1:64, and the reason why I collect them is because you can literally take them in your palm, and it really feels very good when you can take such a small car in your palm and you can revolve it and see it. And they are also very accurate, and that's what I love the most about them. And also storage is definitely not an issue with them. So
yeah, storage is also one of the biggest problem that we collectors generally face in our room, because
there are so many cars in the world, and it is very hard to hate any particular one out of them, because we love cars from any country, every country, cars
in any scale,
any functionality, any car, we just love it. So we want to keep everything.
We want to keep everything, but when we look at our bank balance, we just get shocked and oh my god. So I mean, a lot of money has just been debited.
Definitely, it's a very expensive hobby, and the more the love, the more the passion, the less the bank balance. So
Yeah, the more the passion, the less the bank balance. That's absolutely a great line from Rian. And whenever I see my GPay account or bank whenever I update my passbook from the bank, I just get shocked every time because I see a lots of transactions, but only the money debits, but not just to know the situation. And my next question is that detailing is the most important part that you generally look in a car, right?
because apart from collecting them, I also have a small page where I do photography for these cars. And
Yeah, you can find the page link in the description. Do check it out, definitely.
And as running a page, I mean the crisp of a picture, of a photograph, I think it will be even better when the car is so much detailed. I also have a thing for cars that they should have plastic headlights with visibility so that they look very realistic. So basically what I follow on my photography page is that the photo should look that a real car is standing, and I also make all these dioramas to make it saturate with the car so that it looks like a natural real photograph.
Okay, so it's time when you can show some cars, some of your favorite cars. Though I know that it's a very difficult question. It's very difficult to choose some particular ones from such a huge collection. But I would request you to pick one of your favorites to my
Sure.
audiences, please.
So as any car lover, I think Ferrari is a brand that nobody can avoid. So this is from the land of Japan, Tomica Limited Vintage. So this is one of my most favorite cars they have made. Not my most favorite Ferrari when I have to pick, but the car is so accurately, nicely well made. This is definitely one of the favorite Ferraris that I own in my collection. Also, it comes with opening parts. I will later show you a detailed picture of the car because I don't think you guys can see it from this distance.
So I must say that's a very detailed one.
It's very very accurate. We usually call it two scale models because they usually try to make it down to the scale of the car. Not that all the 64 cars they are of the same size. For example, in reality, whatever the car is ratioed to, it will come down to a 64th ratio of that same.
Absolutely.
So that is something we all say, but it is very hard to follow for any brand. But Tomica Limited Vintage, they somewhere follow it, and they truly follow it, and we can see it as a result.
Absolutely. So moving towards our next car, what's we have next? So a great car is coming out.
So for any SUV lover, I think this car doesn't need any introduction.
Oh my God.
It's the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and I love this car because it has so much of opening parts. Again, I will share a photograph for this. So everything opens with all the four scissor doors to the engine bay to everything, and also it comes with the picnic seats that Rolls-Royce provide, and that is why I'm such a fan of the make of the car rather than the popularity for this car.
So we have a very special car in our third position. So Rian is just checking it out, and here it is.
This is the first ever racing made by Inno 64, and this is the most iconic JDM. We all have watched Paul Walker drive the stock version for this car, the Nissan Skyline R34, and this is the silhouette version for the R34. Though a silhouette should be an R31, but Inno has made it out an R34 because, as everyone knows, the R34 is probably the first JDM car that comes to mind when you hear the word JDM. It's a resin and it's very well made.
And these cars are just a piece of art, as you can guys see in the B-roll, that these cars are absolutely an art. So we have some more, right, coming up. So please. So we have a very special car coming up next in our fifth position. So it's coming up.
So for 10 years, this car has been the fastest car in the planet. on the planet, the Bugatti Veyron Super Sports, and this is also the Dubai Police version for it. The maker for the car is Auto Art, again a 1:64 model, and it's very well detailed with everything out there with the police livery. And the most favorite part for me on this car is that the Dubai Police written on Arabian on the front grille of the car. Again, I will share a picture for that same because you guys cannot probably see it from this distance.
And in all of these cars you can see a great art of detailing, and this detailing just make all these cars special, very special, I would say. So Rian, please show SUV or some off-roader car as I like, please. For me, it's for me.
Just as I said, Tarmac is doing an absolutely stunning job with the Hiluxes, and especially this one. So this is the TRD Hilux. This one has such a nice, this is not a very popular car when it comes to the scale model collectors, but it's such well made, and it's made with so much of details, accuracy, and especially the favorite part for me is the TRD written on the mud flaps. That's out of the world.
So this is the car, and I have one more with me, not one, just as you can guys see that there's a lots of cars, and I'm just stunned out. So this is the very famous the all-time favorite mighty AMG G63 from Mercedes, and as you can guys see, and the color is green, and it's absolutely head stunning. So this car comes from Tarmac, right?
This comes from Tarmac, and the best thing I like about the brand is the bases. So they literally work on them. So this is a matte finish base with white texture on it, which replicates that the car is being driven on snow. And the tires you see on the car, they are snow tires. So the same car they have released in many other terrain modes. Like there is a off-roading one, there is a snow one, there is a road one, there is a city one. So they literally go out that extra mile for us collectors, and they have literally used snow tires here, which makes us love them more and more.
So we will end up this short video rather, by showing up a very special car, Land Rover. So Rian, please show up a Land Rover for us.
This is actually the latest addition to my collection as well. This is made by LCD and is not an e-book. It's an autobiography, not so famous when it comes to Land Rover, but absolutely my favorite one out there. And it's in the color of midnight blue. It's just stunning, especially they have given that small logo on the grille. It's just out of the world.
It's just hell detailed.
It's very detailed.
Okay, so this is the car, and probably you can guys see the B-roll, and this is the car. Rian, thanks a lot for making this video possible for all of us.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you. So guys, that's all for today, and if you guys like this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and do subscribe this channel for more updates like this. And also Rian's Instagram page link will be in the description box, so do check him out, and we can end up this video like this. Okay, a great hug. Thank you.
And do subscribe him.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome.